Hey guys, it has been a minute. My apologies. This last month doesn't even feel like a month. It's September was something else. I know I promised you Seattle videos and then gave you like two little clips. Um, I'll get to it eventually at some point, maybe. I don't know. Seattle's amazing. I love it. Every day since we've gotten back, me and Zach have both been like, I just want to be back in Seattle. We absolutely fell in love with it. To the point where like, we even looked at housing prices and we're like, that's depressing. Because that's insane. Seattle, you got to get that in check. I mean, the whole country's got to get their housing prices in check, but whew. But anyways, I figured I'd give you guys an update. Who knows? I'm not in a familiar place to you guys. I'm at my in-laws. Because we got hit by the hurricane pretty bad. We were one of the lucky ones, thankfully. And like, so where we live, we were not expecting to get much from the hurricane Helene last week. So it's October 2nd? October 2nd? No, 1st? It's the beginning of October. It's a Wednesday. That's all I know for sure. So when it hit Thursday night, Friday morning last week, we were not initially, Georgia in general was not initially expecting it, especially more inland, to get hit so hard. We were expecting tropical storm, grade storm, so just like some heavy rain, some heavy wind, but nothing too dramatic. Well, it shifted, and the place it was supposed to hit just got some rain and wind. Where we live an hour away from there, we got the eye of the storm over us. It before the storm, before Helene even made landfall, that Thursday morning we had already had 3 tornadoes just because of the wind and the atmospheric pressure and temperature. It's going crazy. And then once it made landfall and started heading more our way, we started getting the torrential downfall of rain, heavy winds, and it just kept getting worse and worse. Obviously, because the storm was coming in, and it hit land as a Category 3. It was still a Category 3 when it hit our town. Our town's not very big. It's like a small, medium-sized town. And I'm very tired, guys. I feel like I already don't sleep well, and I just feel like I've not slept the last week at all. It's like 6 in the morning because I slept for like 3 hours and woke up. But so it hit. We were okay. Like, you could definitely tell some trees were falling. The wind was whipping like crazy. Come to find out, it got up to 109 miles per hour inland. The city got wrecked, absolutely wrecked, demolished. And even with that, we're still one of the lucky towns compared to what happened to South Carolina and North Carolina. Like, because I saw some people are like, well, why weren't they prepared up there? And it's like, well, 1, they weren't originally supposed to get hit. 2, hurricanes don't hit the mountains. They're nowhere near the ocean. Like, that just doesn't happen. It's like, and we were all told that hurricane season is going to get worse and worse. It's going to affect more and more people in general, but you still don't expect mountain towns, like in the Appalachian Mountains, to get hit by a hurricane of any strength. But yeah, so our power just came back on yesterday, the first day of October. So today must be the 2nd. So yeah, October 1st, which is actually a day earlier than they said they were going to get it. But there are over 5,000 power outages in our county. It's a very rural county. There are still people trapped on their properties from trees that have fallen down. Thankfully, we had water, and we still have water. Water did not go out. Our power went out for almost a week. And it got hot as hell in Georgia. That's why we, thankfully, we were able to come up to my in-laws and stay here for the week. We had that ability. Many people did not down there. But yeah, so no AC, no internet. I tried to stick it out for a couple days. But then I was like, it's just too hot in here, even with the windows open. It got up to 90 degrees on Sunday. I was like, no, I can't. I have the ability to leave. I should do that. I'm so tired. We'll be going back later today after he gets off work, so, and hopefully our house doesn't have mildew in it. I put so much baking soda everywhere. That's my main concern. Our food, we got most of our food up here in my in-laws, so we didn't have to worry about that too much. We were very on top of it. But none of us expected it to be so bad. Thankfully, none of the trees fell on our house, but we did have a tree fall in our backyard over the fence, completely uprooted. It's a tall, thick, old tree that just was like, it was like here on the fence, and then now it's like this on the fence. With a giant hole in the ground and all its roots sticking out. I might make that the thumbnail so you can see what I'm talking about. But our whole neighborhood, like Friday after the storm passed, 75% of the roads in the town were blocked off by trees. There was only 2 exits out of our neighborhood. There's normally 8, so from 8 to 2. They were all blocked. So we had all these cars coming through and all these power trucks and stuff and tree cutter trucks coming down our normally very quiet road. And you can see it, like, it's not a very long street. So at the end of it, you can just see this huge tree laying right across the end of the street. No getting around it. As of Sunday, it was still there. I don't know if it still is. They've been really quick, really good. Like, all these line people coming in. We had people from Alabama and Florida that wasn't affected, and all the other states come to help us, and I'm just so grateful for that, because it was honestly, I cannot express like how bad it was. And like during the storm, it really made me realize how solid our house is. So it was built in 1950, so it's real good thick wood. Because I'd hear the wind, and occasionally there's a bush outside our house that would whip against the window. But most of the wind was higher up, so you could see it in the treetops, in the tall tree tops, where they were just getting whipped. But down lower, it was pretty calm, considering. It's not really right where it could be. You could just see the rain and see it like going, and you would hear it go in waves, but you really didn't hear the wind in our house. So we didn't know how bad it was, and then we figured the power was going to go out. Our lights kept flickering, and I was watching it, and about 3 a.m, once the eye came over, and once it was like right after the eye passed, the last little bit of Helene just decided to be like, oh, you thought I was done? Not even close. And 3 a.m, I saw the street light go out, and then all of our power went out. Oh, and then it was out for like 5 days. So that was fun. But thankfully some people's water did end up going out. I know there was a sewage line breakage in our neighborhood, but I think that's been fixed. And one of the 2 power, I think both of them are online now. Both water treatment plants were offline. They had no power, but I do think they got them back online as of yesterday. So our water, from what I'm seeing on our city's Facebook and stuff, is they're gonna like super treat it, but it's safe again. I had already boiled water in preparation anyways, just in case, because when we saw it shift, we're like, oh shit, we're gonna get really hit by this thing. So it has not been kind to my hair, if you can't tell. We had to take cold showers. That was interesting. Like, it was awful, but not awful. And it's interesting. It's the way to go. It's the word for it. So, but yeah, so that's just one part of September, is dealing with storm, and then we gotta go. We already cleaned up the yard. It really wasn't that too bad in ours. We just had some branches, thankfully, like our neighbor. So our corner, there's a house next to us on the corner, then our house, and a house in the middle. That our tree narrowly missed it. It literally clipped the corner siding of their roof, but not enough for us. And they had a staircase going into their house on the side. That's demolished because the tree landed right on top of it. But somehow it didn't actually destroy the house. But then the house next to it, a huge tree just fell right into their living room. Across the street from theirs, 3 trees fell on that person's house. And it's just like, oh my goodness. I just really hope everybody has insurance, or if they're renting, their landlords are actually going to take care of it and not, cause any more issue to the renters. But yeah, slowly life is getting back to normal where we live. But I know other places, like, normal is very, very far away from them, if ever again, for some of those towns. So yeah, this last week's been a lot. And prior to this week, I had a mammogram and an ultrasound. Very awkward experience. So let me paint the picture. You go into the imaging room. You just have like this square machine. You undress from the top up completely. This is for the mammogram. Well, you completely undress top up from the ultrasound too. And that you just have a robe on. That's it, which is completely pointless because they have you get up to the machine. You basically take it off. It's just on your back and your shoulders, and you just have to grab your tit and shove it in the machine and distort and contort your body, and it feels like a pinching. Everyone I had ever heard it hurts so bad. I'm like, maybe you just have really sensitive boobs. I don't know. It was uncomfortable, but it just felt like a pinch. It wasn't that bad to me anyways, and I have sensitive boobs, so I don't know. Could have been their time of month or something when they got it done. We did on both. You do the front and side and under, and that takes about 10 to 15 minutes or so. And if you're not in the right spot or exactly where you need to be, the tech will just grab your boob and just move it where it needs to be moved. And you're like, oh, okay, I literally just met you. My husband doesn't even grab me like this. But, And then the ultrasound, it's just an ultrasound. But no cancer, thankfully. Thank goodness. It's just fibrous tissue, so basically I just have tough titties. So, at least it's not that. Thank goodness. Or at least it's not cancer. I was quietly freaking out about it. But it's all good. Still don't know what's going on with my stomach. I have an endoscope in a couple weeks. Hopefully that'll show something. I'm really thinking it's just side effects of my kidney meds plus long COVID, because I've had COVID 3 times. I still have a cough. I've had the cough for 3 years now. But Seattle was great. The month started out fantastic. Well, and it also didn't, because my favorite aunt, passed away from uterus cancer that metastasized and got to her spine and her brain. They had started chemo in late July, early August. She seemed to be taking to it really well. They got the tumor out of her brain, but then she just literally the next week she just took a turn from the worst, and they put her in hospice. And by the time, and we couldn't cancel our trip. She was supposed to go on this trip with us too, She literally got diagnosed in July and had passed away the first week of September. I don't even think it was September. It was like the last day of August. So that really sucked. And I didn't get to see her because they live 4 hours away, and I wasn't. And before anyone's like, well, you were able to go to Seattle. Yes, but I couldn't go to Seattle and drive up to Chattanooga where they're at. I couldn't. My body would not let me do both. And Seattle was already paid for, non-refundable. You've been planning this for over a year. And my uncle wanted us to go. So, but yeah, so that sucked. But Seattle was good. No breast cancer. So that's good. And then hurricane sucked. So hopefully October's better. We entered October having power in our house, so that's a good thing. My birthday is in 2 weeks. I'm not even processing that. Zach told me, he's like, your birthday's in 2 weeks. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it's not. It's not even that I'm turning 34. I don't even care about it. I'm just process of time passing. I'm like, no, it's not October yet. What are you talking about? But he's got some fun stuff planned for my birthday, so that'll be really good. Hopefully the endoscope shows what's going on with my body. And hopefully I can get on some anxiety medicine so I can sleep. Because fun thing, let me know if anybody else has experienced this and you have any tips or tricks or what you told your doctor. I am either when I'm falling asleep, I'll start to have a panic attack. No reason. There will be no thoughts in my head. I'll just start not being able to breathe. Panic attack. Why? It's not like there's something else wrong with my body. Or I'll wake up in a panic attack. No like recollection of the dream or anything. And I'm just like, what is going on? I really just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. So if you have any tips or tips or tricks to make that work, because mine are not working, they would be very much, very much welcomed. I will, once we get our house sorted and that all figured out, I will get those videos of Seattle up. I have a ton of pictures over on my Instagram. It's just Christy.Qualls, I think it is. Qualls. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the world who spells my name Christye. So if you type that in, I'm probably gonna be one of the first ones to come up. It's a public profile, so. But oh my god, Pike's Place Market and all the fresh flower. Oh, literally fell in love with it. All of Seattle's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know everything that's going on. I have I'm trying to work on the website now. I am as like a little hobby side hustle thing while I wait on disability to come through and whatnot. I got some little, if it goes through, that's a whole nother fucking thing. And this isn't gonna be enough money. These aren't gonna make enough money to for really anything. It's just like a little, like, I can go get coffee or boba. But I've been making polymer clay earrings, because everybody is, and flower crowns, and I'll be selling those because I don't have room for those in my house. They're super cute. If I get the website going up soon, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of this week. But I'm also going to see if I can try to sell through Facebook and Insta. I know there's somehow way to do it. Check those out if you want. You don't have to. It's kind of cottagecore aesthetic kind of vibes. So yeah, that's life right now. And yeah, we don't have any. Well, we have Savannah. Zach's gonna take me to Savannah for my birthday. I might try to film a little bit. I might not. Who knows? So have I been to Savannah? Yes, I have been to Savannah in October. It's very fun. Savannah's fun year round, but October, because it's such a haunted city, it's super fun. So I'll try to remember to record some stuff. And then, yeah, we don't have any trips coming up other than that. So, yeah. I hope if you were affected by the hurricane, I hope you're safe. I hope, you're safe. That's the main thing. And you can get back on your feet soon. And yeah, you guys be good. Have a good day. Love you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.